from paper pieces and leftovers. So I figured with it being Wednesday and my surgery is on Monday, I would at least get this up for you guys so you guys can play with it while I'm down and recovering. As you guys know, if you follow me on Facebook, you guys will see that I posted this ornament, but as a shaker ornament. And this is actually called the Gus Ornament Tag from Cadoodlebug Designs. But I made it in a shaker ornament for my tree because I don't want anybody throwing my tag away after all my hard work goes into it. All right, let's get ready to begin. This is what your finished pieces for cutout will look like. I'm going to show you how to get here. No, we're not doing this, puppy. Go. Callie, go. So I'm going to hide these. That way we can show you how to get to that point. All right, and I saved it as a project, as you guys can see. That way I just import it. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Let me go ahead and hide that again. Now, we're going to go ahead and upload. I already imported it. If you don't know how to do that, you're going to click Upload Image, Browse, go to whatever file. I'm going to go into Cadoodlebug, and then I will go find my little Gus ornament tag, double click it, and find the one that says SVG, click Open, Upload, and it brings it right in here for you. I don't need two, but I don't want to leave anything out for you guys. So it's already highlighted. When it's got a green box around it, that is the file that you've chosen. You can choose more than one, but I only import one at a time. Now, let's say I wanted to work on more than one, I would go ahead and select the next one and import them individually, because then I'm not dealing with all of the size changes and I hide them in between importing. Okay, so my lock is on, and my width, I went by 6.0, and I let the height change, which put it at 8.221. And size-wise, 2, 3, 4, 5, he is a smidge under 5 inches tall. I do not know why my screen shakes. It might be because my mat's not completely even. Who knows? It's been doing it since I bought it. So I'm going to zoom in. That way I can work on my pieces, and I'm going to ungroup. Now, your green, I'm pointing to the screen like I have the camera recording behind me, if you guys could only see. Oh, excuse me. I'm apologizing in advance. I'm tired from the cold, and if I cough or sneeze, I am so sorry because I know it's in your ears. All right, I'm going to duplicate this and change the color to blue. This is so that way I know that that is going to be my piece of acetate. Now we are going to take this green circle again and bring it behind your mouse. Arrange it to bring to the front so you can see it. Make sure your lock is on before you shrink it. And I am going to make mine 2.0 even, just for video purposes. And we'll bring that down. That way now you have a thick enough band around it to hold the acetate, support glitter, whatever you put inside of it. And you want to get it as even as possible. Nope, I'm a little lower. And we'll go up just a smidge more. Okay, that looks even. So now what I'm going to do here is I'm going to group the base with the circle and attach it. Now it will cut out, excuse me guys, sorry. It will cut this part out for you. All right, now we're going to duplicate him and just kind of put him off to the side. The reason why is we are now, let me move these guys. Well, I didn't want to highlight all of them. There we go. And I just want to focus on him. So we're going to duplicate this ornament again. And I'm going to change the color to purple just because that's my favorite color and it stands up above the gray. Make sure it is in front of your ornament. If it's not, go to arrange and bring forward. And you're going to make this bigger. I didn't mean bring forward, bring backwards. Sorry, send to the back. That way you can center it as much as possible. And you want to make sure that it's above this little groove right here and below the neckline. So now what we're going to do is we're going to select it and splice down here on the bottom right. It's on the left side of the bottom right. I'm going to move these pieces because it just spliced that, and we'll delete these as they're extra. We don't need them. And now I didn't want to move him. I'm going to splice it one more time because I want just this. And this can all get deleted. We don't need this any longer. And we'll go back over here and let me zoom out to 100. I'm going to change this to green. It's already up there. I'm going to group all of these right here. And now we're going to duplicate it, move it over. We're going to flip it horizontally because that will now allow you to have the back side of the tag be facing the right way. And I used red for my back side. You can choose whatever colors you'd like. This is just what I did. So don't feel bad if you want purple and teal or gray and pink. It does not matter the colors. You can use silver if you want. So I am so sorry, you guys. The antibiotics are giving me indigestion. Here is the pieces you need. And I'm going to hide this guy. This, I actually cut out individually this one first and then the other one so I didn't mix up my pieces. Excuse me. And I took this right here, my base, and I duplicated it. Okay, maybe not. Hold on. Let me take, there we go. Why is this not? Maybe ungroup. This wants to act up for me now. There we go. Okay, so don't group it until after you duplicate it because I guess it's going to be a pain in the butt. And I made 6 of them, not counting my outer ones. And it doesn't matter where you place them. And all I did to start was I went and cut all of these out first. It doesn't matter if you do 6, 8, 10. It's however many you want for what you're putting inside. If you're using glitter, you really only need 3 to 4. I used the clay pieces in mine from Glitter Lambs. They're on Facebook. I love their stuff. I have many, many different clay pieces. And I also get mine from Queen and Company. But I cut them out on my mat, so you would just go to make, and it takes 1 mat for them. So let's say we already did that. Then you can group them before or after, that way you can hide them. And then I scroll down, I find my little green guy, I cut him, I went to make. It's going to give you all of your mats. And you could either just cut out 8 if you want. That way then you're not cutting them out individually, but I just did it with the set. That way I could work on those separately. And I am going to go cut these out again. That way I can do the paper piecing video portion so you guys can see it. I just wanted to give you guys the time to work on cutting out all of your pieces before I got the actual piecing video up. And like I said, this is just a tutorial. You could do it with anything. I just chose this because I love Gus. And I thought, how perfect would that be for an actual ornament on a tree? And something, a keepsake for me. And I'm going to have my daughter make one. Well, I'm going to let her pick what she wants to put inside this and the color, if we're going to go with green and red. It is her birthday. She caught my cold. She's in bed. So I figured, since my husband's in the bedroom watching TV, he does not want what I have because he wants to enjoy his vacation days, not spend them down. I've been on the couch for 2 days, which I miss sleeping in my bed and my husband's body warmth, but I don't want to get him sick either. You know, you gotta compromise in a marriage. So I said, what better time to get the pieces, at least the piecing portion up for y'all. That way you guys can cut these out and work on them. And like I said, the blue ones, that's what I cut the acetate out in. So um, I glued all 6 of the bases together, all the same direction. So my textured cardstock was all facing up. And then I worked on this guy and then I worked on this guy. And the acetate goes in behind this one on top of your base. And the base meaning the 6 of them. But you only do one side at a time with the acetate, so you can put the sprinkles or the glitter or the clay pieces, whatever you choose to put inside. You can put it inside before you seal it. And if you don't have the Cosmic Shimmer Flake Glitter Glue, I definitely recommend getting it because that is what I sealed it with. That way it does not stick to all of the layers and ruin the acetate. I did not want any of my glues seeping behind the acetate into the actual ornament itself. But I hope this helps. If you have any questions, let me know.